going on, everybody? YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all around the world. Jonathan Irizarry, JI Fitness, and I'm back in the kitchen again. This time, we're making the protein banana nut bread. Now, check this out. We have our oatmeal. Okay, very simple. Almond milk, egg whites, applesauce, our stevia powdered sweetener. It needs to be the baking kind. Whey isolate protein, baking soda, vanilla extract, raisins, the nuts, obviously chopped walnuts, a little bit of cinnamon, baking powder, and our 3 bananas over here. These are the ingredients that we're going to use to make this protein banana nut bread. So let's get started. Alright guys, so I already showed you guys the ingredients. I already started off by pouring 90 grams of the whey isolate protein here. We're using ice cream sandwich flavor. Good stuff. This right here is another 90 grams of rolled oats chopped up and shredded into oat flour. So we're going to pour this directly into here. This is going to be our dry ingredients, of course. So there we go. Alright. Recipe calls for a half a cup of the powdered sweetener. 2 of these. 1, 2. Alright. So 32 grams of chopped walnuts. Almost there. Bam. The original recipe is chopped walnuts, but with this recipe we're using chopped almonds actually. So then we're having 3 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. So we're gonna get 3 teaspoons of cinnamon. It's definitely gonna spill over. Okay. 1, 2, and 3. 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. So we have our quarter here. We're gonna measure 1, 2. We're gonna add a 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. There we are. 3 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Now we're gonna add 2 large egg whites, which is going to be essentially the equivalent here of this 1/4 cup. Right there. 2 large egg whites. 4 ounces of applesauce. 4 ounces of applesauce there. Now we're gonna add another 1/4 cup of almond milk. So once again, use our 1/4 cup measure. Bam. So that's 2 ounces, if you guys didn't know what a 1/4 cup is. And last but not least, we take our 3 bananas. And before we're completely done, the raisins go in dead last. So we're gonna mix this all together. We're gonna obviously blend the wet ingredients first, then throw in the dry ingredients, and we'll show you guys the final product before we decide to throw it into the loaf pan and show you guys how it looks. Of raisins that we have. I'm just going to dump this in the complete box. Nice and sticky. And fold it in here with the folding spatula. Try to get them evenly distributed. That way they're in every single bite. All right. So that's it. This is the this is what the batter looks like. All those fancy little ingredients in there mixed together. And we're gonna just pour it into our loaf pan and get it inside the oven, already preheated at 350. Remember that, preheat your oven at 350. Just directly in, nice and sexy. Check that out. We're gonna throw that into the oven. One more time, 350. For anywhere between 35 and 40 minutes. We're gonna put a timer on for 35. This is how you test it. You stick a knife directly into the middle. If it's still wet, then it's not done. Put it back into the oven. Wait a few more minutes, like 5 minutes or so. Check again, and when it's done, it'll be dry when you pull it out, and then we're done. We're good. So now it's just a waiting game. There we are, baby. I'll see you in 45 minutes. We'll be back. All right, everybody. So I kind of took a little nap. We're 45 minutes in. We're gonna go ahead and check this real quick. I'm just gonna pull this out. Just like I said, we're going to take this knife. And it's about done. That was the very top of it. The bananas are real ripe and fresh and soft, so we're gonna pull this out. And go ahead and put this on the pan. Yeah, look at the edges, nice and crispy. This is about to be delicious. Leave it alone. You wanna leave it alone for about 20 minutes, that way it kind of settles in. It's still gonna be nice and warm. But if you try to cut it when it's right out of the pan, right out of the oven, I mean, then it might fall apart, this and that. So let it settle a little bit, just like you would with like a piece of steak. Same thing. But that's how it's gonna be.